Okay, hello, recording good. Welcome back to another video. Quick little update. It's been a while since the last video. I have been busy starting a new school here in Oslo, so have not been posting much, but have been looking at the markets every day and made some moves. Quickly go through one of the tweets I've made. Bought a bigger bag of DOGINME yesterday, a bit of a writing mistake by my side from my KeyCat profits. Still think markets looks overall bullish and ready for a new leg. Bad news about MSTR today, but still holding my bag. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the MSTR news. It was basically here announce an update to its MSTR equity ATM guidance to provide greater flexibility in execution our capital market strategy. So they basically have failed to uphold their promise about their earnings and their future. So this is a big downgrade, but as I said in my tweet, I'm still holding my position and being bullish. One of the moves I did was putting a bit of my position of KeyCat into DOGINME yesterday. So I have lowered my average in DOGINME. It's lacking, and I still believe it has big potential to the upside. Great. I wanted to quickly go through one of the moves I'm thinking of doing, which is a pretty big move. My biggest position overall in the markets, both stock world, crypto world, is MSTR. The stock you see right here. It's a Bitcoin treasury. So they buy up Bitcoin and store it, and therefore the price follows BTC a lot. It's linked to BTC, you could say. I have a big position, have been DCAing for a long time. My first position was at 51, but I sold everything at the first push. Mistake by my side. Now it's currently in a stage 1, big stage 1, if you look at it from a big perspective. You could go into macros on the daily or 4-hour, the fractals, and say stage 1, you have this stage 2, stage 1, stage 2, now currently actually in a distribution. So here it first becomes reaccumulation, then it pushes up, down, reaccumulation, accumulation, actually distribution turns into accumulation, and then reaccumulation here unconfirmed, and then it breaks down. You could see these lines right here, and then it actually becomes distribution, as you could see. And that means basically that price will continue to go down. But if you actually zoom out, you could see it's a reaccumulation, and that means price will go up. The golden goose method I learned from MentFacts, always zoom out, look at the bigger picture. Great. So did I say that? I want to put a big bag of my MSTR into SBET. I think this looks pretty good. It respects the EMAs. After a big push, price usually just falls off like a knife to the downside. Never catch a falling knife is a sentence many use in the market. You could see this holds up very well. I see a lot of people complaining about ETH going parabolic and why doesn't SBET follow up. But if we look at it from the, let's say from the lows to the top, ETH has done a 2x. And if we say don't even start at the bottom, but here, ETH did a 17x. From the recent lows, it did a 3x. So price hasn't really moved a lot the past 4 weeks, but if you actually zoom out and see how parabolic the moves actually have been, you could see why it hasn't moved a lot the last few weeks, because it needs to absorb the move before starting a new leg. Price can't just go, go, go. It needs to absorb, reaccumulate, and that's what I'm learning on this channel. Great. I think I will have bigger upside here than on MSTR, so therefore I will take a big profit from MSTR and put it into SBET. It could of course fall off lower, but I don't see it falling much below the 200 EMA. You could see it has stayed with the 200 even after a big push, so the 200 is a strong sign, and it's holding up very well right now. I have still a big portion from KeyCat. I will either go into DOGINME and just nearly full port it with my crypto port, or I'm looking at Fartcoin. I think this also makes a lot of sense. Don't think having much more of downside, because if you go into Sol is respecting the EMAs. You could see here accumulation MB, MMB1, MMB2, MMB3, MMB1, MMB2, MMB1, and accumulation on the weekly time frame. And now it's actually currently in MMB2 after this react under the 921 and actually 200 EMA. So it has clear momentum. It makes a lot of sense for it to start a new move from here. You could actually make an argument for this being an okay entry. And Fartcoin is on Solana. It follows Solana. It's in a big stage 1, and I think it has a good amount of juice to the top side. You can see it nearly touches the 9 EMA on the monthly. The monthly is a very big time frame, so it usually respects the EMAs. The higher you go on the time frame, if you're only yearly, you could see price moves cleaner and cleaner, better wicks, better structure, and the lower you go, the more liquid, illiquid I mean, and choppy price action gets. Therefore, you could the higher you go, the more you could expect price to actually hold up on the EMAs. I think August, there is currently like 12-13 days left of August. I think August will be a very bullish month in terms of the overall market. We could jump into my MentFunding challenge. No real entries here. Currently looking at JBP odd, accumulation MB, currently in some form of stage 1. There could be a beautiful entry in here. BTC have just fallen off, waiting for it to come above the 200 EMA, start the push, react, then a stage 1, jump down on my 5-minute and see the sloping, the double MBs. USD JPI looks beautiful, have come over the 200 EMAs, shown some momentum. As you could see, a push. You could say this is the accumulation, MMB1. Here, fractal accumulation, MMB1, MMB2, MMB3. Either goes parabolic or falls off again. It's overall in a big stage 1 here. Great. Key points from this video, we'll be looking to take a portion of MSTR into SBET, still looking to accumulate most of my KeyCat profits, have put some in DOGINME to lower my average, either put the rest in DOGINME or Fartcoin. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.